Hello everyone, it's G. As an entrepreneur or business owner, how can you overcome your social problems? When you are communicating with your potential customers, potential clients, your vendors, or even with your employees, you are getting sweat. You have the sweat hands, your hand got sweat, your body gets wet, and whenever you think about that you need to communicate with someone, you feel nervous, your heart beating fast, you don't know what to say, even you already prepare what you need to say, and you also act uncomfortably as well. It looks like it's not you anymore, and also you think about all of the negative question when you need to communicate with someone, like doing the presentations in front of your potential customers, or present your proposal to your potential investor, and you feel nervous. You're not confident about what in your proposal, what are you gonna say. And when those people who are listening to you, when they have some unusual body language or facial expression, it make you have the second thought again. You think that, oh, do they love your ideas? Is there anything wrong with what you just say? And so on, and it give you a fear to present more about that, and you compromise what you say right away. And sometimes it go oppositely with your will, and you feel disappointed about yourself because you need to compromise that, and so the outcome was not what you expected, and you criticize harshly about your mistakes. And also sometimes when the next day that you need to communicate, need to present in front of a huge number of people, or doing the online call, something like that, and the day before that, or even like the whole week before that, like from the time that you decide to do this, and you keep thinking about different negative questions, like what if this go wrong, what if the person doesn't like the idea, what if you cannot remember thing, what if you forgot this, what if, like you think of different negative questions from the time that you decide to do the speech, to do the presentation. You keep thinking about those negative questions. You can have the good meals, you can sleep well. All your focus is on those negative questions, and you cannot 100% focus on everything else, like not only about preparing for the presentation, but also because at that time you're also doing something else as well, like marketing your event, or improve your product, something like that. And you cannot totally concentrate on those things because you are too focused on those negative questions, and you cannot keep your mind out of those things. And also sometimes you in the presentation, because you were too nervous, that you miss some important point, and after the presentation you recall the whole presentation again, and you find out that you missed those points, and you hate yourself, you criticize yourself harshly because you missed those. You should have told the audience about those things. So it's bring you some other negative feelings. And the last thing is sometimes you try to avoid communication, you try to avoid doing presentation, doing speeches, unless you have no choice, unless you have no option. But if you have any other option, even it's not, even doing this communication, doing presentation is the better choice, you still go with those other choices if you have those, because you are so fearful about doing communication, you so anxious. And so how can you overcome about all of those social problems? So the only way to overcome your social problem is to face with your social problem. And facing here, fighting with the social problem, it's not about facing without any clues. It's not about when you want to fight with something, when you want to fight with your enemies or something, you need to know about your enemies. So it's the same with this. When you want to fight with your social problem, you need to know about your social problem. And the most important thing that you need to know about your social problems are the root causes. You need to know all of the root causes that brought you to these social problems that create the behavior that you have right now. And those behavior, those feelings is creating from your thoughts, from your perceptions, your current perception, your current thought about your current, how you look the current situation. And those thinking, those perceptions, how you look your current situation right now is based on your perception from the events in the past, from your feeling, your conclusion that you make about the events that you had from the past, or even like those events didn't happen to you, but you see those events happen to other people, and it make you make some conclusion about your feeling, about your thinking, about your perception, and it stay in your mind. Those perception, those feeling, those thinking stay in your mind, and time over time it's become the habit. And it's right now when you face with this situation, it's linked to those perception right away. And when you have those perception when those perception stick in your brain for so long, for so strong, or when you even after you make the conclusion, you don't really go back to why you have those conclusions, what make you come up with those conclusions. Because when you already make the conclusion, when you make the decision to have those conclusions, you don't go back to the original cause. So in order to change your perception, your current perception, your current thinking, you need to change your whatever perception that brings you the current perceptions. And in order to change the whatever perception, you need to find out the root events, all of the root events that brought you into those conclusions, and those conclusions brought you into how you look the thing right now. So this is the way that I help my clients to get the congruence about their problem. Because when my clients get the congruence about the problem, and they reframe the problems, they reframe the root causes, they reframe the events, they look into those events in the past at the different ways, and they gain the new learning, they gain the new perception about those. And when they gain the new learning, new perception about those events, it's open for them different choices about how they look the thing at this moment, and the problem disappear. So I have one client in the past who have the social anxiety, social problem. She always get sweat heavily when she need to come out to meet the customers, and she also like not very confident about what she posting on the social medias, those things. And she came to me, and after we talked and I asked her different questions to find out the root cause, we found out that the root cause originally is because when she was a kid, and whenever she has any opinion or whenever she wants to express any about her points, her opinion got ignored. And whenever she told her parents about her opinion got ignored, her opinion got judged, and her opinion not be valued. And it makes it's great the feeling that she not important, and she feel that way, which make her feel that her opinion right now when she do the presentation right now, when she come to communicate with the customers, she have the feel it make her feeling anxiety about what she say, because she afraid of being judged and afraid of the people gonna ignore what she say and judge what she say and not value what she say. And after we find out the root cause, and she looked at those events happen again in the past, and she look at right now, because she not the kid anymore. Right now she's an adult with whole bunch of experience. So when she look at those events in the past again, she get the new learning. She were able to look at that different way, with some question that she tried to answer for herself about those events. I was asking her different questions about those events, and she was able to find out some new perception about from those events in the past. And from that, it changed how she looked the events in the past. And when it changed how she looked the event in the past, it opened her eyes to be able to look the current event at the different way. And she have the choice. She not be forced to look at the current event at a certain way anymore. She have the choice to look at whether she want to look at the event the old way, or she can look at the current event at the new way. And her problem was able to be resolved. So finding the root cause is the first thing that you must do. It's similar when you have the headache and you go to the doctor. The doctor will not give you the medicine to solve your headache right away, to make you not feel headache anymore. The doctor will ask you about different things, like do you have any sinus problem, or do you have any did you sleep well, do you have any stress happening right now for you, blah blah blah, different things to find out what the root cause is and deal with the root cause. So finding the root cause is the first thing that you must do. And if you don't find out the root cause to solve the problem from the root, even like you be able to, okay, like tomorrow you have the presentation, tomorrow you were able to make the presentation successfully. Whenever you need to make the presentation, you still need to fight with it, because you're not fighting with the root cause. So whenever you have make another presentation, you still need to fight with the problem again. Of course, time over time you will get easier with the presentation, but it takes longer, and it make you less happier because you have the longer time to struggle with the problem, while you can have the option to struggle with the problem with the shorter time, and you can fix the problem quicker. So if you don't fix the problem quick as you can, you will keep feeling stressed, you will keep feeling anxious, you cannot enjoy your life with other things, like enjoy the time with your family, the time with your kids, and not be able to enjoy doing your business as well, and you may not be able to get the good outcome on other things that you are doing during the time that you need to prepare for the presentation, because you need to think about the question. You need to think of you're thinking all of the negative question about doing the communication and presentation with your customers, and you cannot totally focus 100% on doing other things like improve your products or posting on social media, those things, and they come out not as good as you expected as well. And maybe later on you cannot fix the problem and you feel so stressed with it and you decide to quit the business. Then you start again from the beginning. Right now you waste your time for the maybe 1 year, 2 years to do the business and not come out as you expected, and now you need to start again. Then you have less time to enjoy your happiness, to enjoy your success, and also or maybe later on you be able to fix the problem, but now then you still have less time to if in case you can fix the problem in 1 month, now you need to fix the problem in 1 year. Then now you have less time to enjoy and it's also during the time you get stressed, it affect your health as well. You may get overweighted, you may gain more weight because you try, maybe you like to eat more, or maybe you don't have enough nutrition because you cannot eat well, and you don't sleep well, those things. So it create a whole chance of problem afterward if you don't fix this problem as soon as possible, but with the proper way, by finding the root cause. So I hope you find this video helpful, and if you have any question, please let me know. And at the end, I wish you are a successful and happy entrepreneurs. And thank you. See you next time.